So, Master Duel is here. Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. My name is Spellslinger and it has been a while since I've been active, but with Master Duel dropping, ironically my views and analytics have never been higher, which has given me a much needed push of motivation to hop back on and make some Master Duel content. I've been playing a lot on my own time, grinding up the ranked ladder and with Emancipator, as you can see on screen right now, and having just a ton of fun with it overall. I have a lot of ideas and plans for series that I would like to do with Master Duel, things along the lines of a no money spent series with various archetypes grinding all the way up to ranked. I would also love to do a series with the story and solo mode and really get into the lore of these archetypes, as well as just commentary type videos over duel replays that stick out to me while I'm dueling, random people like I'll be doing once I get this little spiel out of the way. But I would love to hear from you guys on what type of Master Duel content you would like to see. Please let me know. I have tons of ideas in mind, but would really like to prioritize what my audience, you guys, would like to see. Let me know if you'd be interested in the free-to-play series or a solo mode series where we look into the lore and history of these archetypes that Konami has provided for us. Let me know. I'd love to hear from you guys and really start investing a lot more time and effort into making YouTube content. And with that little spiel out of the way, I'm just going to use the rest of this video commentating on the replays that are happening on screen. If you'd like to see an in-depth deck profile on this Emancipator deck that I'm playing with right now, also let me know. I'm having a ton of fun with this list, and overall this game has just been a blast. But like I said, with the rest of the time in this video, let's just take a look at these replays that are happening on screen. Alright, so I know I was talking for the first part of this duel, but I think we're nearing the end of it. I activate we summon into the Meow Meow, activate Roxy's, and the writing is on the wall for our opponent here, so they go ahead and admit defeat. So we'll go ahead and get into the next one, and we are going first, I believe. No, our opponent's going to go first, and they're playing Monarchs, and they are going to go ahead and start getting set up. Activate or add the Pantheism, activate the Pantheism, sending, and then drawing 2, activating Terraforming to get a copy of Domain, and then after that, they're going to activate the Pantheism in the graveyard, revealing a couple cards, and then we end up giving them the Stormforth. They're going to activate the Pantheism, or sorry, the Domain, normal summon, there, and go into Erebus. Here, activate the effect, dumping, and shuffling back Block Dragon, which was a big hit, honestly. Our hand wasn't looking too great, but we did have the Block Dragon, and obviously now we are domain locked. We cannot get into our extra deck, but cool thing that we have here, we drew a Gigantus, and if you don't know, one of its effects is that if it's destroyed by battle, then it destroys all spell and traps on the field. So right now, as they go into a Caius and banish our face down supplier, our goal right now, which they definitely cannot interrupt, is we want to be going into the Gigantus to hopefully clear up the domain lock, as well as all the rest of their back row, which can help them make plays on our turn as well. So they get in for a bit of damage. Caius attacks, Erebus attacks. We're not dead, which is the good thing to note here. So turn change, they're going to pass it back to us. We draw a Researcher, which is amazing. We go ahead and summon out the Gigantus, summon out the Researcher while we still have it, move into battle phase, take the 500, but the Gigantus does have the effect, destroying all of their spell and traps. Now we are free to go into the extra deck, so we can just start making our Emancipator plays, excavate off of the Researcher, and we do hit our copy of Roxy's, which we link into the Meow Meow Moo. Going into the Roxy's effects, chaining the supplier. Summon the supplier, go into the Roxy's effect. We kind of messed up a little bit here. I wanted to make sure we had enough of the resources to go into our Prank Kids plays, but I didn't manage my resources good enough, and we didn't have enough cards in hand. But it's okay, we end up going into Needle Fiber, bringing out the O-Lion, and then Exceed summoning into our Gallant Granite. activating the effect of the Gallant Granite to add the Block Dragon that was shuffled back. Now we can go into Block Dragon and immediately go into our Appaloosa, and of course we have to set up a negation board because we used our battle phase for the Gigantus attack to rid us of the domain lock, of course. So now what we're going to do, since we linked off the Block Dragon, we just add a bunch of other cards, and now we can do just more absurd plays. We can go into our Risen Raptite here just to keep extending. Of course, O-Lion is legal. O-Lion, you know, Union Carrier, and Block Dragon are all legal for this Adamancipator deck, which is just absurd. We end up getting the Analyzer off of the Raptite, which just allows us to keep extending, activating the Analyzer effect here, and I do believe, yep, we get the Doki Doki, and then link off the Mecha Phantom Beast token into a Link Spider just for more fodder for our Link plays, activate the Doki Doki, pitching and getting our Seeker, so we can go into a Synchro 8, which we go into Dragite here, so we can end up going into a Dragite play a little bit later, but for now what we do is we are going to go into the Union Carrier to set up our Buster Lock, summon out the Seeker, activate the effect of Seeker, hit a Doki, and I believe that's what we end up getting out. We do end up getting the Roxys as well. I guess it doesn't really matter for our purposes here. But we do get the Roxys because we do need a 4/4 for the Borreload Savage Dragon because we have not summoned that out yet. Summon out the Borreload Savage Dragon, activate the effect, get the Halqifibrax equipped to it, as well as the Buster Lock. And then from here, summon out the Block Dragon, go into our IP Masquerena, and the last and final play of this is to just summon out Block Dragon one more time. And there we have it, our set board. Activate the effect of the Dragite, hit a bunch of rocks to spin back our opponent's board, our entire board, or their entire board, excuse me. And then we end the turn. So we have a 3-negate Appaloosa, Borreload Savage, and just a whole bunch of interactions here. They end up going for the domain and just see the writing on the wall again. And as we end up taking this game decisively. That game was really fun just because of, again, the Gigantus play, which was really huge for us because we were domain locked. But here we go again. We are going to play. We are going first this time. We're going to go ahead and start with normal Adamancipator plays. Normal summon, special summon, and activate the effect into our just normal lines. We hit into the Roxys. Activate the effect of Seeker to excavate 5 again, and this time we end up hitting a Doki Doki. Doki Doki and Guardian. Get out the Guardian just for some hand trap insulation if they do have Nibiru or anything else that they want to drop on us. And now we go into our Prank Kids line, getting our Dropsies, our Roxys, getting the extra draw. We do have Maxi and Ash for next turn. But for now, we're just going to go into our normal plays here. Going to go into Raptite. Activate the effect of Raptite to keep on extending. Guardian's a good hit. Supplier's a good hit. When you play, like I was saying earlier, if you guys do want to see a profile of this deck or like a combo tutorial of this deck, definitely let me know. It's a really fun combo deck to play. It can get stale after a while just because the combo lines do get a little repetitive after a bit, but for the most part it's a really fun deck and I've been enjoying it a lot now that Block Dragon, Union Carrier, and like the Buster Lock are viable and everything like that. But here, yeah, we're just gonna go into Appaloosa, trigger, get the Block Dragon's effect, adding the Gigantus, a Seeker, and a Researcher, I believe. Yep, that's right. Gonna summon out the Seeker, and then go into the Boral here, I believe. Yeah, that's right. These animations take a little bit, so going off of memory when they're immediately summoned. But we get the Doodle-Doo attached, or equipped to it, and then we are going to go into a Union Carrier to set up the Buster Lock equipped to the Savage Dragon. It also gets up to 5,000 attack, which is absolutely insane. So we get the summon up Block Dragon, use these two again to go into the IP Masquerena. And then, of course, the last thing, we just get out the Block Dragon again because we like to use IP Masquerena's effect on our opponent's turn to link away the Block Dragon to use its effect again to get us even more advantage going into our next turn. And our opponent, again, is playing Monarch, so they're going to go ahead and start setting up their board. Normal Summon, where they're going to activate the effect, Chain Appaloosa to negate that effect. And then I believe after this, what do they end up doing? Right, they activate the Pantheism, sending off, we activate Ash Blossom. We just have so many ways to negate and interrupt their plays here. Activate the Pantheism in the graveyard. We go ahead and negate that with the Boral Load. And then after this, I believe this deck is just so consistent and insane. They try to leave the main phase. Before they do, we'll activate the IP Masquerena, like I was saying earlier, to go into Nightmare Unicorn, which does two things. It allows us to spin away one of their cards as well as use Block Dragon's effect just to go into some serious advantage, getting another copy of just whatever we want. We already have all of the Adamantipator tuners. Everything here is just it's too easy at this point. Draw for turn, going into the Ash Blossom, getting an Ash Blossom, and just attacking for game. Yeah, we win that game again very decisively. And that's gonna be it, you guys. Thank you for watching. If you guys like this type of content, let me know, like I was saying, and we will see you guys soon with more Master Duel content. Have a great day, you guys.